Good Wednesday evening, January 15th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Chelan County's Public Works Department says a target shooter has done an estimated $10,000 worth of damage to roadside warning signs along Chumstick Highway. Another phone scam operation posing as law enforcement has been detected in Chelan County. Expect warmer temperatures the next 2 days before Arctic air drops down on us this weekend. I'll let you know how cold we'll get coming up in your local weather forecast. Douglas County Sheriff's deputies say an intoxicated dump truck driver crashed into a power pole outside Mansfield yesterday, leaving 300 households without power into the evening. 40-year-old Pedro Talavera was arrested after allegedly driving the truck into the pole at the intersection of Road P and Road 27 northeast of Mansfield. The wreck, reported at 6:50 p.m., tore down the power lines and led to an outage extending as far east as Grand Coulee. A witness to the crash living nearby told deputies Talavera threatened him and broke a window on his home before abandoning the dump truck and leaving in a second vehicle. Police say Talavera had a blood alcohol level of 0.1% when arrested, which is above the 0.08 limit for intoxication. He was booked into the Chelan County Jail with charges yet to be filed. Electricity was restored to the area within a few hours. The Wenatchee School District has officially announced a proposal to move the Valley Academy of Learning into the Columbia Elementary School building. During a Wenatchee School Board meeting on Tuesday, Superintendent Corey Callahar shared the plan and said Valley, which supports 220 either full or part-time students, is outgrowing its space on Wenatchee Avenue. Callahar said the space is inadequate parking and difficult access, lacks a proper kitchen, has insufficient restroom space, and specialist areas like a library, music, and gym. The district sees the Columbia site as a space to address Valley's challenges, with the possibility that the bigger space will increase enrollment to 250 students in 2025-2026 and the potential to add 9th and 10th grades. The school board voted to close Columbia Elementary School last May, and in June, the district announced intentions to have the Columbia building fully occupied by the 2025-26 school year. Chelan County's Public Works Department says a target shooter has done an estimated $10,000 worth of damage to roadside warning signs along Chumstick Highway. The signs on the county highway north of Leavenworth have flashing lights designed to warn of sharp curves near Freund Canyon Road. They're radio-controlled and activate when they detect oncoming vehicles. The county says the damage was done sometime over the weekend. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Chelan County Sheriff's Office at 663-9911 or through the county website. The new legislative team for the state's 12th district has its marching orders. Committee assignments for the 2025 session in Olympia include a seat for new Senator Keith Gaynor on the Housing Committee, where he'll serve as senior-most Republican member. Gaynor, a longtime representative in the State House, will also serve as the assistant-ranking Republican on the Senate Transportation Committee. State Representative Brian Burnett, elected in November to replace Gaynor in the House, won seats on the Appropriations, Community Safety, and Civil Rights. He'll serve as assistant-ranking Republican on the Early Learning Committee. Fellow Representative Mike Steele will continue as ranking member of the House Capital Budget Committee with seats on consumer protection and education. The new legislative session got its start on Monday. When we come back, a Wenatchee School Board member will be in Olympia this week to testify on behalf of the Wenatchee School District to lower the voter approval threshold for school bonds. And another phone scam operation posing as law enforcement has been detected in Chelan County. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
You're invited to celebrate Winterfest at Lake Chelan. Enjoy sparkling lights, local wine tasting, and fun for all ages. It's a great time to start a new holiday tradition at Washington's Winter Wonderland. More information at lakechelan.com.
When you've been in business for 40 years, it's because you understand change and you put members first, always. Now Works is announcing a change in their membership model. Up to 6 people on one membership that you can mix and match. The more people, the bigger the discounts. Introducing the Works shared membership model. One membership, friends and family and flexibility. Works, the cleanest, friendliest, most helpful gyms you and your friends will ever join.
You're invited to celebrate Winterfest at Lake Chelan. Enjoy sparkling lights, local wine tasting, and fun for all ages. It's a great time to start a new holiday tradition at Washington's Winter Wonderland. More information at lakechelan.com.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, located on South Wenatchee Ave, has the largest selection of spas and swim spas in town. Stay cool this summer in an artesian swim spa and use it all year long. We enjoy helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis pain. Our passion is water, so please bring us a water sample, and we will help you diagnose your pool or spa water for free. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, your pool and spa experts.
Between juggling groceries, preparing meals, and lending a helping hand, you're a hero without a cape. But who's there to support you? Aging and Adult Care honors caregivers like you, the relatives, friends, and neighbors, helping loved ones remain safely at home. Aging and Adult Care offers chore services, respite, personal care, and more. Serving Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Lincoln, Adams, and Okanagan counties, call Aging and Adult Care at 1-800-572-4459 for caregiver support.
A Wenatchee School Board member will be in Olympia this week to testify on behalf of the Wenatchee School District to lower the voter approval threshold for school bonds. Miranda Skoliski was elected to the board in 2023 and is in her second year as the legislative representative for the board. Skoliski will speak in support of Senate Bill 5186, which would lower the supermajority threshold from 60% to 55% voter approval. Across the bridge, the Eastmont School District failed to pass a bond 2 times, with both attempts at about 59% voter approval in 2024. The Senate will hear testimony on Thursday, beginning at 10:30 a.m. The leader of Chelan and Douglas County's main economic development agency will get a $23,500 pay raise. Our media partner, the Wenatchee World, reports Jim Kuntz will now earn $260,000 a year as CEO of the Chelan-Douglas Regional Port Authority. Port commissioners approved the increase on Tuesday, calling it a market adjustment in salary. They said the $260,000 rate is comparable to other top economic development jobs in the state. Kuntz joined the port in 2019. Since then, the port has consolidated from 2 agencies into one and spearheaded development in data centers and Pangbourne Airport's industrial park. Another phone scam operation posing as law enforcement has been detected in Chelan County. The sheriff's office says con artists are soliciting Venmo payments from potential victims, falsely telling them that they must pay fines for missed court dates or outstanding criminal warrants. Deputies say the latest scam asked potential victims to transfer money to Sheriff's Detective Paul Nelson or to Chief of Special Operations Ryan Moody. The agency says the requests are fraudulent and the sheriff's office never collects money from members of the public. If you're contacted by scammers, get in touch with police through Rivercom at 663-9911. Coming up next, former Attorney General Bob Ferguson formally became governor of Washington today at noon, but not before his predecessor got a chance to say goodbye. We'll have more in tonight's feature story. Mother Nature will tease us with warmer temperatures Thursday and Friday before dropping readings into the teens and 20s this weekend. I'll tell you just how cold we'll get in your full local weather forecast coming up. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
I'm Jim Heinlein, and I've been working with you all for about 20 years now. And it's safe to say I've seen most every situation as it relates to annual election period. This AP is going to be like a tsunami. It's not tall, but it's huge in effect. And when the water retreats, you're going to see the damage to those who didn't react properly. So what is a proper reaction? Well, call a local insurance professional like Springwater Insurance. We have already developed a strategy for those of you who need a change. Give us a call at 509-888-2600.
Who's trying to stretch their budget this January? That's pretty much all of us. That's why Abby's is offering this giant pizza that can feed up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 hungry people for less than $27. Now, that's an Abby's budget stretching deal. Worried about a no-fun January? Not at Abby's. Dine on our Bacon Cheddar special. It's delicious and loaded with toppings and real cheese. Plus, it's on sale, and the kids can play some video games. Enjoy fun January at your local Abby's.
Central Washington Water is your solution for problem water. Whether you're on a well or municipal water, they can design a clean water system custom to you. Soft water eliminates water spots and scaling on fixtures. It protects appliances from hard water damage, saving you money. Soft water reduces soap usage that causes skin irritation and is a healthier choice to drink. Call for a free in-home consultation or stop by the store to have your water tested. Central Washington Water, your best water solution for home, pool, and spa.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect. No matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
In tonight's feature story, former Attorney General Bob Ferguson formally became governor of Washington today at noon, but not before his predecessor got a chance to say goodbye. Jay Inslee managed the state for a historic 3 terms with challenges including budget shortfalls, the Oso landslide, and the COVID-19 pandemic. In a farewell address Tuesday before the House and Senate in Olympia, Inslee reminisced about the path that led him to the governor's mansion.
It was 35 years ago this week when I took my first oath of office as a legislator from the Yakima Valley. I took that oath in this building alongside many new faces. My colleagues and I had great conviction in those days, tremendous zeal, and full heads of hair. We were a new generation of legislators who sought to upend the status quo. Today I notice the new faces around Olympia. I see fresh visions for where we want to take our state. Leaders who want to make these dreams for Washington reality as fast as possible. My freshman class quickly saw that change often takes patience and resilience. But think about the progress we have made and the time and efforts it took to make it. We used to be a state that didn't fund early child education until a champion named Representative June Leonard started moving the needle. We didn't have outdoor heat protections for our farm workers. We didn't have paid family leave, a public health option, or a strategy to end youth homelessness. Washingtonians didn't have marriage equality. But brave visionaries like Senator Cal Anderson weren't quiet about this injustice. Thanks to years of work by undaunted individuals who showed up session after session, all of these things came to pass eventually. Since my terms in the legislature, I've represented congressional districts on both sides of the Cascades. I've held 3 terms as governor. And in this moment, our moment, I see a state that is evergreen and ever going forward. And to the new leaders here today, I say this: you will inevitably face frustration. You will struggle with the tyranny of the status quo. Do not lose patience. Do not trade in courage for comfort. Never forget that Martin Luther King said the moral arc of the universe bends slowly but steadily towards justice, if we bend it. Even as governor, it took years to pass Cap and Invest, the capital gains tax and assault weapons ban, and the nation's most generous college financial aid program. We kept working year in and year out. Eventually, we hit tremendous milestones in our state's tremendous history. Together, we complied with the McCleary ruling for funding schools, and it took years, but with heroic effort, we got it done. Together, we met the rapidly growing behavioral health demands highlighted by the True Blood ruling. Together, we reduced youth homelessness by 40%. Together, we've created the nation's best paid family leave, which has received over 1 million paid claims. Together, we passed the 2 biggest transportation funding packages in state history, putting thousands of people to work and broadening our focus beyond highways to include things like free transit for all Washingtonians 18 and younger. Now, there's more work to do, of course, but these accomplishments, I believe, should give us full confidence for the next steps. We keep moving forward. We pull together because we are the state of Washington.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a good Wednesday. Not too bad weather-wise. Some clouds and a mix of clouds and a peek at the sun at times today, but mainly just some low and mid-level clouds today. We couldn't even see Lake Wenatchee on that tower cam, socked in with fog once again. This is a Freda looking outside our weather window, so not bad as far as visibility goes in the Columbia Basin. And things are going to warm up as we get into the end of the week, and then guess what? Cool right back down. In fact, we are going to see some of our coldest weather so far this season. We're talking Saturday about normal and then below normal Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with low temperatures in the single digits and teens all across our viewing area. So it's going to feel a lot like winter as we get into this weekend. Today, 35 unofficially, 33 our normal high for this time of year, 53 is our record, and that was set in 1994. We were at 30 this morning, well above where we should be for our low this time of year. 24 is normal, and for the third day in a row, 2 below zero, 2024 just last year, our record cold. Sunrise this morning, 7:43, and it's set this afternoon at 4:38. I'm sure you've noticed it doesn't get really dark now until after 5 o'clock, but then again, we're going to gain 50 to 60 minutes of light just in the month of January. Tomorrow's high temperatures a little bit warmer, upper 30s to near 40. Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. We will see 39 in the Wenatchee area, also Eniat, Chelan, and Omak close into the upper 30s, 35 for Lake Wenatchee, and mid to upper 30s for Leavenworth and for Kashmir. So a pretty nice Thursday on the way for us. Tonight we'll see some patchy fog possibly developing once again. This is that high pressure that's bringing all that wind into the LA area. That thankfully will move to the east over the next 24 hours. For your Thursday, we will see mostly sunny skies, high pressure to our west, low pressure to our east. Could be a little bit breezy on Thursday afternoon. Warmer too, as we mentioned, with highs near 40 degrees. For Friday, sunny skies and really not a bad day at all. We'll see mild temperatures, again, highs in the upper 30s, and look at all of that sunshine across Washington on Friday. So a very nice day before, things begin to really cool down as we get into Saturday. Notice our high pressure all the way up north, and that will bring air down into Washington from the north. At the same time, a huge trough of low pressure dipping down through the center of the country. We'll see highs in the mid-30s on Saturday, and things are going to cool down from there. On Sunday, lots of sunshine. In fact, sunshine all over Washington state, but our high temperatures only upper 20s to lower 30s on Sunday. These are below normal readings, and that's what will happen from Montana into the Dakotas. For Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday, sunny skies all across the west, but also lots of cold temperatures in the western U.S. Highs in the upper 20s for us on Monday. For your Tuesday, sunny skies, still chilly as this high pressure continues to churn that cold air right into Washington. Highs again on Tuesday in the upper 20s rather. And folks, we're going to see temperatures overnight between 10 and 15 degrees. All right, your 7-day forecast, 29 overnight tonight. A couple of nice days ahead, Thursday and Friday. Lots of sun with highs in the upper 30s to near 40. Our first cool day on Saturday, partly cloudy and 34, a low of 19, and it just goes down from there. Sunshine Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but notice Monday and Tuesday, highs only in the upper 20s with low temperatures in the mid-teens. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Her Royal Highness, Queen Ella Stimo!
Join NCWLIFE channel for live coverage of the Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant on Saturday, February 8th. Coverage is brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Harvest Valley Pest Control, Merry Maids, Together for Youth, and the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center. Join us for live coverage of the Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Well, a good Wednesday to you. The Seattle Kraken battled with Pittsburgh last night and came out on top 4-2. Seattle got on the board first, then lost the lead and had to fight back for the win. John Forsland had the call on Kong TV.
Raquel, the pass eluding Sidney Crosby, gets it back, it deflects in on DeCord, he'll handle it. He almost gave it away to Brian Rust, and now McCann, shorthanded with Chandler Stevenson. His shot, they score! It leaks through Tristan Jarry. Shorthanded goal, the Kraken's first shorty of the season. It's Chandler Stevenson. Tried to make it happen. It's dug out here by Bjorkstrand and cut off again by Kevin Hayes. Chris Letang, cross corner shoot in. Tomasino, defensively marked by Adam Larson. Kevin Hayes low to high. Letang a shot, stopped again. They score on the rebound. Phil Tomasino gets to it. Eric Carlson on a delayed whistle. Malkin, Carlson, wide open. Brian Rust with a yawning cage ahead of him. 15-18 left to go in the second period, 2-1. Penguins. Back it goes for Larson. Larson defers out. Oliver Bjorkstrand knocks it down, zips a pass. Oleksiak right in. He scores! That's hockey, baby! Fresh on a change. Here comes the big rig right down the pike, and the Kraken are tied.
At the top of your screen as Dunn goes out. Oleksiak right through the middle, picks this puck up, delays just enough. You see Pettersson go down, going to block this shot, hesitates just to get past him, and from that side able to just rip that one low past the blocker side of Jarry. Great patience there from Jamie.
And it's carried out to center ice by Seattle's Josh Mahura. He'll go wide. Mahura cruises in the zone, circles the track. He's checked on the play by Carlson. Carried in now by right in front. They score! Hey, what do you say? Ellie Tolvanen set up beautifully by Shane Wright. 11:06 left to go in regulation, 3-2.
Mahura possessing the puck. He ends up getting cut off by Carlson, and it's right. Great little move here in and around and past a diving P.O. Joseph. Tolvanen goes right to that back post. Nice feed here past the stick and past Jarry as well and into the back of the net. So a great play by all three. But again, a nice job there.
1:19 left. Schwartz intended for Kakko. Beniers is on it. His shot is rubbed out. They jam along the boards and now Carlson takes over. 67 seconds left. Larson through the middle. Kakko! Bullseye! Capo Kakko puts it away with 63 seconds left. 4-2 Seattle.
Well, great pressure. Even down 6-on-5. And you like the defensive play there, just pushing it back up. But even in the offensive zone, they had Pittsburgh on the ropes with a couple of attempts in at the empty net. A little bit of...
This continues to be a place where the Kraken have had good fortune in their young history, and none better than tonight. That's Kraken hockey, baby. Tonight, it's a 4-2 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Coach Coach Dan Bilesma and Jamie Oleksiak talked about how Seattle had a never give up attitude.
I think just the response to after they scored. Our best hockey was after it went down 2-1, and had, in the second period there we had 2 or 3 great offensive zone shifts and had the puck in there for an extended period of time, and then just coming out in the third and sticking with it. And you gotta rely on the guy next to you, rely on your team, and we got plays in the third period from a bunch of different guys, and great to see Riggs stick it in the back of the net there.
When you have that type of win, maybe it's still not pretty, but it's gritty. You show resolve. Can a win like that just be just as valuable in gaining momentum and maybe swinging things back the other direction for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the key is just not to look too far ahead. I think, we've had success before, and maybe we've let that get to our heads a little bit. So I think we just kind of got to take it a day at a time, just make sure we grow each day and build off of a big win like tonight. So
Seattle wraps up the road trip in Toronto tomorrow. That'll be at 5 o'clock on Kong TV. Well, Haley Van Lith once again put up 20 points in a TCU women's basketball victory. Haley also had 7 assists in the Horned Frogs' 90-81 victory over UCF.
Because of the zone, TCU would eat that up.
Yeah, the three-point shooting that TCU does, that's shown by Haley Van Lith, is why you can't do a zone against the
TCU coming off that 69-43 win versus Texas Tech. That's the fewest points they've scored in Big 12 play. 10 rebounds and shooting 65%. Here's Prince. That's why she's shooting 65%. Eminopu, shot clock at 8. Van Lith over Stedman, buries it. Another 3. Offensive rebound again.
And yet, that's another thing. You've got to finish off your defense with the rebound.
And the 3. Once she got in the starting lineup, she has produced big time. Haley Van Lith launches. 1 away from her career high and 3-pointers made.
TCU has risen in the ranks to number 10 in the country, their highest ranking in the last 25 years. The Horned Frogs are 18-1 on the season and off to their best start since the 25-win season back in 2004. Wenatchee snapped a 9-game losing streak with a non-league win in boys basketball last night. The Panthers topped Othello 63-45 to give interim coach Tim Traynor his first victory after taking over the program from Ambrose Bissett at Christmas. Lake Roosevelt crushed Cascade 75-25. Grandview ran past Quincy 94-58. Prosser pounded Ephrata 86-54. Zilla downed Kashmir 82-57. Chelan got by Omak 66-60. Okanagan toppled Tonasket 76-36. Manson beat Brewster 67-42. Liberty Bell beat Bridgeport 71-36. Soap Lake stopped Wilson Creek 60-38. Cascade Christian topped Garden City Academy 37-32. Moses Lake Christian eased past Entiat 69-43. It was Oroville over Pateros 57-28. Girls basketball last night. Othello topped Wenatchee 38-30. Grandview beat Quincy by 53, 69-16. Prosser pounded Ephrata 70-12. Kashmir edged Zilla 50-46. Chelan beat Omak 59-36. Okanagan tripped Tonasket 48-44. Brewster beat up Manson 72-14. Liberty Bell got by Bridgeport 49-37. Moses Lake Christian edged Entiat 57-43. Pateros popped Oroville 52-10. Soap Lake down Wilson Creek 45-35. Waterville Mansfield picked up a 44-20 win over Cascade Christian. Just a reminder, we've got Big 9 basketball coming up Saturday as Eastmont and Wenatchee will meet at Wenatchee High School. Grant Olson courtside with her play-by-play. The girls started off at 4:30, both on TV and the stream. The boys will follow at 6 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Have a happy Wednesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.